So apparently, Shaggy from the live-action Scooby-Doo movies is the man behind the slaughter. What's going on, everybody? I'm ZaeReid, and welcome to my YouTube channel, where no two videos are alike. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore in honor of the new movie that's set to release in the near future. And by near future, I mean that we'll be lucky if we get it by 2024. So for all the people who don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, it's a horror game where you're a security guard working the night shift at a pizzeria, and your objective is to survive the night without being murdered by these killer animatronics. It seems pretty simple, but good God is there so much lore for this game. And I'm here to talk about it. MatPat style. Scott Cawthon, creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF for short, created a total of 13 FNAF games as well as a few FNAF novels. With that being said, this timeline that I present to you today will only be going over 6 of those 13 games in chronological order. These games are FNAF 4, Sister Location, FNAFs 2, 1, and 3, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, and Security Breach. So, if you're new to Five Nights at Freddy's, then grab some paper and your favorite pen or pencil, because we're about to take some notes. In the 1970s, William Afton and Henry Emily, two robotic engineers, meet each other. Probably at some sort of disco party or something, because that's the only 70s stereotype that I know. Anyways, they team up to make animatronics for a pizza joint called Fredbear's Family Diner. Afton and Emily both have children. William has 3 children, Elizabeth, Michael, and CC Afton, and Henry and Emily has 1 child, Charlotte Emily. Afton and Emily create 2 Springlock animatronics, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. You see, spring locks determine whether or not a person could wear the suit. If the spring locks were activated, they would lock onto an animatronic exoskeleton, and if they were deactivated, a person could wear these suits. Oh, and one small note. These spring locks are highly sensitive to water. That'll probably mean something later on. So, along with Afton and Emily crafting up these 2 animatronics, Henry also created a security animatronic called the Puppet. And the puppet was used to specifically protect his daughter Charlotte, which I don't know why he thinks something bad's gonna happen. I mean, oh well. In 1981, during a kid's birthday party that Henry's daughter was attending, Charlotte accidentally gets locked out and trapped in the back alley by the restaurant. William Afton strolls up in his fancy purple car and sees that his colleague's daughter is locked out of the diner. So obviously he does what any rational person would do. William Afton kills Charlotte. Oh, right, forgot to tell you. William Afton's a serial killer. His alias is Purple Guy, but I like to call him Anakin Skywalker because he has a knack for killing younglings. Anyways, Afton gets away scot-free. Get it? Because Scott Cawthon... Never mind. After slaughtering our beloved Charlotte, the puppet comes over and hugged Charlotte's corpse or something, I don't know, but the puppet didn't do a good job protecting her, that's for sure. Nonetheless, Charlotte's spirit then possessed the puppet. Another note you should jot down: for some reason, every time a child dies, their spirit possesses an animatronic. No clue why, never mentions why this happens, but whatever. Anyways, the owners of Fredbear's Family Diner backed out and gave their company away to Afton and Emily, where they founded Fazbear Entertainment. In 1982, they opened up a sister location of Fredbear's Family Diner, and they called it Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Along with opening up this second location, they introduced 4 new characters: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. By 1983, Fredbear's was back up and running. Enter the Afton brothers. William Afton's youngest son, CC Afton, which CC obviously being short for crying child, is absolutely terrified by these animatronics. On the contrary, Michael Afton loves tormenting his little brother with these animatronics. At the crying child's birthday party at Fredbear's Family Diner, CC is obviously crying and is very upset at these animatronics. So Michael and his friends, they all put on these animatronic masks, and they pick him up and take him to Fredbear. They put the kid in Fredbear's mouth, taunting him and telling him to kiss Fredbear, and his tears activated Fredbear's spring locks, and, well, let's just say he got a big old deadly kiss. This was known as the Bite of 83. The crying child's soul possessed Fredbear, aka Golden Freddy. After witnessing his brother's death, Michael Afton also grows afraid of these animatronics, as he started to have nightmares every night of these animatronics trying to kill him in his own home. This is the perspective that you play in FNAF 4. After the Bite of 83, Fredbear's was closed for good, and the 2 spring-lock animatronics were transported to Freddy's to be stored in a safe room, with suspiciously no security cameras around it. In 1985, William Afton, seeing that his kid had just died a couple years prior, murdered 5 more children. Afton dressed himself in the spring Bonnie suit and lured kids into the safe room with suspiciously no cameras around it, killed them, and stuffed their bodies into the animatronics. Along with them being murdered, these 5 children's spirits possessed these animatronics. After a little while, people were noticing that the animatronics were oozing blood and mucus because there were dead kids in the animatronics. That called for an investigation, and Freddy's got shut down. During Freddy's shutdown, Afton wanted to open up another sister location of Freddy's called Circus Baby's Pizza World, featuring animatronics with newer technologies for killing children, and boy did it work. The day that Circus Baby's was supposed to open, Elizabeth Afton got too close to one of the animatronics and, well, you can guess what happened next. I'll give you a second. Ding ding ding, you guessed it. Circus Baby launched a claw out of her torso, killing Elizabeth and stuffing her body into Circus Baby's torso. With that being said, Elizabeth's spirit now possesses Circus Baby. Due to these unfortunate events, William Afton decided not to open Circus Baby's Pizza World, but don't worry, he blamed it on a gas leak, so not like anybody's gonna know about another murder. Anyways, these animatronics get locked in a convenient underground storage area and are rented out as entertainment for parties and etc. Michael Afton, William's only surviving child, went to his father and was curious as to where Elizabeth was. William sent Michael off to work at Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals, the new company after Pizza World was unfortunately shut down due to a gas leak, to quote-unquote find his sister, where he would later find out what happened to not only his sister, but all of the other children. At the end of FNAF's sister location, Michael gets scooped out and killed and is used as a body for Innard, which is the amalgamation of each of the Circus Baby animatronics. Being a literal walking corpse, Innard acted as Michael Afton for a little while, as Michael's body was slowly rotting. After quite a bit of rotting, Michael spit out Innard and haunted his own dead corpse. And he's purple now. Well, you know what they say, like father, like son. Now knowing what his father has done, Michael Afton set himself the goal of stopping Purple Guy at all costs. In 1987, Fazbear Entertainment renovated and reopened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They introduced many new characters such as Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, Mangled, and you get it. William Afton decided to dress up as Spring Bonnie once again, and he killed another round of 5 kids. The kids' souls now haunt, you guessed it, 5 of the new animatronics. Along with the reopening of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Freddy's needed a night shift security guard, so they hired Jeremy Fitzgerald. You play as Fitzgerald for 6 nights in FNAF 2, shortly before being moved to the day shift. And due to the death of 5 more children, another investigation was bound to happen at Fazbear Entertainment, but first, one last birthday party. It was just another day for Jeremy Fitzgerald, working his first day at the day shift security. The animatronics got a little finicky. They looked at Jeremy and thought, man, I bet he has a pretty tasty frontal lobe. One of the animatronics, suspected to be either Foxy, Mangle, or Toy Bonnie, took a healthy bite out of Jeremy's head. This is infamously known as the Bite of 87. After that last birthday party, it was safe to say that this pizzeria was once again closed for good. After 11 kids have died under the Fazbear Entertainment Company, they did what any other franchise would do. They opened up another restaurant. In 1993, Afton decided that he was going to open up a new restaurant at the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location with all the original animatronics, for every kid to enjoy their 10th birthday and definitely not die. As any haunted restaurant would, Freddy's needed nighttime security. In FNAF 1, they hired none other than Michael Afton, who applied under the pseudonym Mike Smith. Sadly, Mike got fired for tampering with animatronics and for a foul odor. Unfortunately for William, nobody really went to this restaurant after, associating Freddy Fazbear with a bunch of dead kids. William Afton sneaks into this restaurant and started dismantling these animatronics. Little did he know, these animatronics were haunted with children who were insanely pissed off at him. So with the dismantling of these animatronics, these spirits are now freed and they started chasing Afton down. And they end up cornering him in the same safe room that they were killed in. He does a big brain move and he hops into his favorite spring Bonnie suit in hopes that he would scare the spirits away. Something that really sucks for Purple Guy is that this place is insanely run down, so as you may remember, the crying child died because of the water activating the spring locks in Fredbear's suit. A drop of water got into Spring Bonnie's suit with William Afton inside and activated the spring locks. All of the spring locks. This impaled William Afton from every direction and ended up killing the man behind the slaughter. Remember Henry Emily? Emily steps in and closes off the safe room completely. He installs a wall right where the door originally was for the safe room. Over the next 30 years, the dozen deaths under Fazbear's belt became an urban legend, and an unknown company took advantage of it. This unknown company thought it'd be a good idea to make a Halloween horror attraction, and they called it Fazbear's Frights. They decked this place out with all sorts of Fazbear posters, plushies, and other memorabilia, and an actual animatronic that they found in a walled-off room in this original restaurant. Uh-oh. In case you forgot over the past 2 minutes, William Afton was that animatronic. His corpse is still in there, being dead and all, but his soul in the animatronic is very much alive. This animatronic is what is known as Springtrap. In FNAF 3, Michael Afton, still going by Mike Smith, works as the Fazbear Fright security guard. On his final night, he tries to rid the world of his psycho father and burns down Fazbear's Frights. But somehow, Springtrap still survives. Michael Afton goes to his father's ex-colleague, Henry Emily, and he fills him in on the latest tea. "Oh my gosh, Mr. Emily, you will never believe what happened." "Michael, what is it?" "My pops is the purple guy. He killed a dozen children, including your daughter." "Oh my goodness. We need to stop him. Have you tried, I don't know, burning down a building?" "Well, actually, yeah, I have." "Perfect. We're gonna do that then." That's right, folks. Henry Emily started up another pizzeria. He hired Michael Afton as the manager, and it ended with Henry telling Michael to salvage all the animatronics, including Scraptrap, which is the remains of Springtrap after the Fazbear Frights fire. And once salvaged, Henry set the restaurant ablaze, killing Henry, Michael, and all the animatronics, which set all the spirits free. Sorry, did I say all the spirits? I meant all the spirits except for William's. Sorry to disappoint, guys, but I don't know how this man's capable of being impaled, abandoned for 30 years, and burned twice. But it is all sci-fi horror, so, nothing I can do about it. Let's just forget about William Afton for a while. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, a giant mall featuring all of our favorite mascots. We have Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Montgomery Monty Gator, and Roxanne Roxy Wolf. Gregory gets stuck in this mall after it closes, and Freddy helps him hide throughout the night as the other animatronics are trying to hunt him down. At the end of the night, Gregory and Freddy stumble over the rubble and debris of what seems to be an old restaurant right underneath the mall. This restaurant is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, the one that Henry opened and made Michael the manager. They need to come up with better names for these restaurants. They're all the same. Can you believe that this place is still standing? Wait, who's that? That, my friends, is Burn Trap, also known as Scrap Trap, also known as Spring Trap, also known as William Afton. How is William Afton still alive? Afton sends the animatronics to try and kill you for obvious reasons. That reason, of course, being that you're a child and killing children's a pastime for him. And the restaurant once again gets burnt down. William Afton tries to escape, but this weird tentacle thing comes out of the ground and snatches him. And that's the last that we see of William Afton, the man behind the slaughter, for now. Well, that was different. I'm not used to explaining 40 plus years worth of lore to my audience. I feel like a nerd. It was definitely fun doing the research and making this video though. And speaking of nerds, Ryan also posted a video regarding Five Nights at Freddy's in his series Gaming Scariest. You should definitely check out his video, which will be in the description down below and in the end card. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when I post next. With that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.